today. From
to the Super Bowl, and we'll know soon enough which team that'll be as we are underway in the AFC title game. And we will not see a run back on the opening kickoff. This will be a touchback. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And a look here at their signal caller, the fifth-year quarterback. They go play action here on first down. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. It looks like a loss of right around 11 there on first down to set him back on second.
It may be cliche, but it is something that holds up over time, doesn't it? If you're the visitors, you don't want to let the crowd in the game early.
Yeah, and that's exactly what they did there. But you said also this defense, they're going to give them a lot of looks like we just saw there, aren't they?
They certainly are. They're a proud unit, and they're going to ride the momentum of this crowd with them, and that's why they got after them early.
Looking to throw on second down. Middleton. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Drive. This is third and long. Looking to throw. Middleton. Got a man open. It's Sutton. And able to use the stiff arm to gain leverage initially, but not much room thereafter. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And that'll bring up fourth down. Well, able to get the completion, but unfortunately not able to get the third down conversion there on that play.
And I like how the defense approached that one. They knew where the first down marker was, and they decide whatever you want to have, you can. You're just not going to get the first down. Excellent tackling right there.
Blake Gillikin on to punt now on fourth down. .45 yards, that's what the punt goes for. 5 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. As we get a peek at the former Red Raider and 10th pick in the 2017 draft, Patrick Mahomes.
And we can talk all we want about football being a team game and leaning on different parts and aspects in order to get it done. And that's entirely true during the regular season. Some weeks it's the defense, the special teams, running the football. But in the playoffs, all the pressure reverts to the quarterback, and he has to play well and play at a really high level in order for his team to win.
Looking to throw again on second down. Mahomes out left. He's got it to Everett. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And now third down and 6 to go. They go play action. Now Mahomes. In trouble, and he's taken down. Aiden Hutchinson coming in to drop him for a loss of 8. And it also brings up fourth.
It always helps for a visiting team to come in and set the tone on defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they wanted this home crowd to feel like they had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now early. See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board. On fourth down, J.K. Scott ready to punt it away. It's a 43-yard punt, a return of 5, and they will take over first and 10. Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their second drive. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
The last run got a couple. Here's second and 8. Back to throw. Middleton. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. I think defensively you're okay with that. You're in the first quarter. He's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, Can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
Tally, that is catch number 1 for him in this AFC Championship. It's a first down.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
Short completion, just 4 yards, and that will bring up second down. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a third down.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty. But when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. On third down, Middleton. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
Well, we knew this guy wasn't especially fleet of foot, but he tried to conjure up some escapability, but there was no way he was getting away on that one.
Here's Blake Gillikin now. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. It's a return of 4 following a 42-yard punt. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their second drive. And the last drive, their first.
Is making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball, the biggest playmakers you have, that they touch it on this possession to try and get things moving.
So get it to the horses.
Without a doubt. They're the ones that typically end up in the end zone.
And that is incomplete.
No surprise at all. They're looking for the big man early in this one. The only surprise for them, he couldn't hang on to the pass.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Mahomes shoves him aside and brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Six yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Throwing now is Mahomes. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
How about that? Red man coverage and decided to test him early. But they proved up to the task and forced the incompletion.
From the gun on 3rd down, Mahomes dancing to his left. That's going to be complete to his tight end, Everett. And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds it for the first down.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. And they'll run on the inside handoff. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Mahomes firing complete. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. That is caught inside the 5. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Give him back-to-back catches now. That one for 16 and another first down.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, you just need the tip of the ball to cross the plane. It's not going to get there, but they're going to be set up in great shape with 1st and goal.
It's 1st and goal, a chance for the first points of this AFC title bout. They'll try to run this one in, and he is into the end zone for a touchdown. Punching it in from a yard away. And the Snowhawks are on the board first here in this AFC Championship game. Everybody in the stadium knew what they were going to do right there, CD. 3 tight ends on the field, all that extra bulk, and they run it in.
And you saw where that one went, right? You run it over your best blocker. I can just see the head coach right now. I want to run this one over the big boy. And they got it done.
Now the extra point. It's up and good, and it'll give his guys a 7-0 lead. That time, a 9-play drive. And it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. We'll see if they can do better here on this drive. On 1st and 10, Middleton got his man complete over the middle. That's Sutton. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Looking to throw. Middleton, open man, and again it's Sutton. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. Off play action. Middleton. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. And that is the 3rd sack this offensive line has allowed this first quarter.
Yeah, that puts him on pace. Let me do the rudimentary math here. To be sacked 12 times in a game, I know he's not going to go for that. I wonder if it's going to reshape what they decide to do on offense in terms of play calling.
Well, I can tell you what, when he popped up, shaking his head, frustrated right now behind center. And he's getting a workout here in this first quarter as he gets it away. Oh, look at the juke. It's a 42-yard punt. They keep him to just a yard on the return.
Portland's offense now about set to take over.
They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
He's got exactly what. Make a play as well. Nice job there tackling him for a loss.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. To throw, it's Mahomes. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Excellent defensive effort to get to him and provide a little contact before the catch could be made cleanly.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Here's Mahomes to throw. And that will be incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Call it 46 yards on the punt, just a single yard on the return as he was covered quickly.
London about set to take over on offense.
They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. Off the play fake. Middleton. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. The safety blitz turns out to be a great call defensively as they sack him for a loss of 9.
He continues, Charles, to be under constant pressure, and these sacks, they're starting to pile up.
And if they want to have a realistic chance in this one, they've got to change their blocking assignments. They've got to do a better job to keep him upright. If he's going to be on the deck constantly, they've got no chance to win this game.
They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. Operating from the gun. Middleton in trouble, and the ball's out. It's in the end zone loose. And this will be scooped up in the end zone. A defender gets there, and it's a touchdown. That's something you have to be wary of on your side of the field that close to the goal line. The defense, they are looking for that football. They got it. They scored it.
You are so right, and the quarterback has to speed things up himself. So close to the goal line, they're going to get after you. Make sure you get rid of the football and in a safe place.
Now for the point after. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead. The scoop and score, always an exciting play in football, and we witnessed it there, grabbing it off the ground and then rumbling it into the end zone for 6. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. London about set to take over on offense.
They've been outplayed early, no question. Down 14-0 already as they come up 1st and 10. Off play action. Middleton. Trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted. And he is not quite going to make it all the way in. They'll mark him down right about the 1-yard line. A great pick, nice return, but you know he's just beating himself up inside for not getting all the way in.
No doubt about it, because he had visions of end zone in his mind. Going to be the total hero. But we did see there the emphasis on is not just good enough to pick it off anymore. Bring it back, get the yardage, and really help out your offense.
The best starting field position you could possibly have. 1st and goal from the 1. They'll try to run this one in. And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. A great play there with his 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter.
And the Snowhawks continue to show why it pays to play at home in the postseason as they add on to their lead. So 2 drives, 2 touchdowns here in this first quarter, and he's got both of them.
But he's certainly setting himself up for a big game here, and I think if the play caller doesn't get in his own way, they should keep riding him the entire way of this game. Until the defense proves they can stop him, that's what I would call.
Extra point attempt to follow here. It's good, and before you know it, it's 21-0. Well, they got the ball in great field position. One play later, boom, end zone.
So how about this for a start? 21-0 here in the first as they kick this one away. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. 21-0 our score after 1. Only needing 2 yards on second down.
Now a handoff up the middle. Harrell. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on the early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. Call it a gain of a yard, and that brings up 3rd and a full 10 yards.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
That's caught left side by Judy.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Second catch of this AFC title game, and he's got a 1st down.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
A pair of 1st downs gives him a 1st and 10 up at the 44. Up the middle they go. Harrell. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Back to throw. Middleton. Quick slant. Caught by Moore.
And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Again, he finds Moore. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down.
You know I'm going to lean towards the defender, right? You know I'm going to do that.
I know.
That's a tough situation for him as I see it. But the truth of the matter is, that ball was not streaking towards him. Had a little arc on it. He's got to find a way to get his head around and make a play on the football.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw.
And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line.
Back to throw again. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
I have to give some credit to the defender on that when he read all of his keys perfectly and got a great break on the ball and able to force that incompletion.
The offense on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 4. Again, he'll drop to throw. And Sutton hauls it in over the middle. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive continues.
But with the score where it is, you're not thinking field goals right now. You need touchdowns. So that was a much-needed conversion there on third down.
Come on. Hey, 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
On first down, Harrell. And they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down in the backfield. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
And they have just not been able to block him at all throughout this game. Seems like every other play, he's doing something in the backfield. Already got 2 sacks, and now here's a tackle behind the line.
Now from the 9, here's second and goal. Only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness, think about running the ball here. Not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well. I wouldn't run it here, guys. You might want to try throwing it.
They'll look to throw on third and goal. His pass caught at the 4. And he'll get this down inside the 5 to the 4 before he's out of bounds. And his kick is indeed good, and the deficit drops now from 21 down to 18.
So a long drive gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
And now this offense comes back out onto the field. The offense coming back out here. Plenty of energy, ready to roll, looking to just add to what they have been doing after scoring a touchdown, Charles, their last time out.
And that's a great feeling to have on the sideline, partner, knowing you just won the battle against the opposing defense. And since they came off the field, I'll guarantee you all they want to do is get back out there because they know they have the upper hand on that defense right now.
And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
Now a quick slant as the throw's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Third catch of this first half for him, and this one is a first down.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. Now Mahomes. They'll find Everett there, complete.
And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he's going to be stopped at about the 37. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. Now a handoff running through the middle. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. Defensively, they rally the troops to force 4th down after that 7-yard pickup back on first.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
So now on comes the field goal unit, and wow, this is no ordinary try here. This will be from 56 yards out. And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. And the lead up to 3 touchdowns now. It's 24-3. So everything else has gone right in this first half. Kind of follows that it would for their kicker, too, as he adds 3 more onto the lead.
Yeah, and the way that this one's gone, definitely not looking like he's going to have to worry too much about pressure kicks late in the game. He can go out there free and easy, just work on his form, and he knocked that one through.
London about set to take over on offense. They trail early on the road in the playoffs. Not a great combination as they've got it 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
To throw on 2nd down. Middleton. And he'll be hit as he releases it. And that'll fall incomplete. To throw on 3rd down. Middleton. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Moore. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A big gain of 38 there on 3rd down.
And in the run-up to this championship game, so much was made about how would this offense hold up on the road in a hostile environment. Well, that's not the definitive answer, but what a great first answer from them, that big play right there.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Middleton. And he'll go right back to Moore, complete again. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup. They'll give him 4 yards there, and it'll be 2nd down. AFC title game, 2nd quarter action, 2 minutes to play. A reminder, as we did all through the regular season, we'll check in with Jonathan Coachman at halftime. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half of play.
And he'll be brought down at the 27.
I see an extra defensive back on the field. Little surprise here on 3rd and 1. Now a handoff up the middle. Harrell. He is going nowhere as he is enveloped behind the line. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. They'll try and run for it. And he coughed it up. And this is picked up by the defense. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line.
I know a lot of defensive coaches have certain guys on their squad that they look to as drive stoppers, guys who can make big plays, interceptions, knock it free. In this case, they didn't need one. The offense supplied it for them, just dropping the ball.
Yeah, and that was after they were doing so well on this drive through the air. They go to the ground, doesn't work. Now after the fumble recovery, it's Mahomes. Over the middle, complete. It's Dixon. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Mahomes going to throw. Dixon, complete. And that's good for a gain of 6, and it's 2nd down. Now before this 2nd down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. From the 44, Mahomes. That's complete to the tight end, Everett. And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
Let's just call it what it is. This has been a flat-out struggle for this defense all game long. They've really had a hard time slowing them down. And while I'm not big on speeches and guys jumping up and down, they might need their team leader on defense to get in their face right now and light a fire under these guys. They've got to start playing better assignment football and start getting guys on the ground.
Throwing on first down is Mahomes. Flush to his right. Incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
I am willing to bet that he got a monster grin on his face when he saw what was happening. Man coverage are so committed to denying a big throw that it pulled attention away from him, and he had an easy lane to hit, and hit it he did.
A chance to really cap off a big first. And he maneuvers his way down to the 3-yard line. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. Now here's Mahomes. And he'll just get rid of it. A chance to really put this game out of reach. Here's 3rd and goal. Mahomes now to throw. And it's caught. Touchdown. Gerald Everett in the final seconds of the first half. And the Snowhawks are able to add on to their first half lead. No surprise there. 3rd and goal down here. That's where they're going to look for their tight end.
Yeah, you want that big guy running his routes because it doesn't matter who they cover him with. If it's another big guy, he might use his bulk against him. If it's a shorter defender, he might go over the top. Either way, you tend to find a little bit of a mismatch in that area.
Extra point right down the middle. And the route is on here in this first half. So that drive goes 8 plays. So time enough for a kickoff here. 5 seconds remaining in this first half. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. And with time running short here, they'll simply take a knee, and that should do it for half number 1. So we are halfway home to figuring out who will represent the AFC in the Super Bowl. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report, here's Jonathan Coachman.
All right, Brandon, thanks. As always, 1 half remains in the battle to see who will take home that Lamar Hunt trophy and represent the AFC in the Super Bowl. We'll get back to you guys in just a moment. But first, time to look ahead to the NFC Championship coming up later today. And it should be a great one as well, as it's going to be one heck of a battle, that's for sure. So with that, let's get you right back out for the second half and the right to represent the AFC in the Super Bowl, as I'm privileged to hand things back over to Brandon Godden.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. One more half to decide who takes home the Lamar Hunt trophy as we're back underway in this AFC Championship. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. And this offense set to go now to begin the 3rd quarter. And they have made this look easy. Now, there's not supposed to be anything easy about the NFL playoffs, but this lead, yes, they're at home, but this has been impressive.
And we hear all the time when upsets happen, teams go on the road, that maybe home field advantage isn't all it's cracked up to be. But you and I both know the reality is teams really fight hard to get it. Why? You don't ever have to change routine. Everything's familiar going into the game. It makes things easier, and that has paid off for them in a big way in this contest.
Working the middle here, that's complete to Everett, the tight end. These two have hooked up 9 times now this afternoon as they pick up the first.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
And slow going there as he'll only get a yard, maybe, up to the 41. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
from the gun. He'll hand this off.
Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
Looking to throw is Mahomes. Throw left side complete. That's Johnson.
And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line. So he turned to a trusted, familiar face in that 3rd down situation. It paid off.
Yeah, you go to your veteran receiver in that spot, so you can't underestimate him when he's on the field. Defensively, make sure you know where he is because he understands how to get open in key situations.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second-half blowout material.
Throwing middle, and it's complete.
And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he could break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Throwing again on 2nd down. Mahomes being chased out left. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
Give that sack to Nakobe Dean. I thought there at the end he may have had a chance to release that, but that pocket closed a little too quickly, and down he went.
Yeah, he was certainly trying to do everything he could to extend the life of the play, probably counting in his head 1, 2, and then he ran out of time.
And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive. Working from the gun, Mahomes. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete.
And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line.
Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They're going to look to throw.
He's got his man. That's Woods on the out route. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30.
From the 31, Mahomes.
And they're going to move it down to inside the 25.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack.
And a strong run there as he'll maneuver his way down inside the 15. An unfortunate time for the penalty there. That cancels out a positive play from this offense.
Well, not to sound too trite or too accepting, but you and I both know it happens. You got to accept it and move on. Yardage, you got to get back. Focus on the next play. Move on.
And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36.
Micah Parsons
from his outside linebacker spot, forcing the sack for a loss of 8.
All right, let's give them a little bit of applause here. Good for them because this has been a defensive nightmare for them thus far. At least they're finally getting a couple of big plays. Won't make the scoreboard of the ride home easier, but one good moment to watch in film next week.
Gonna need better protection here. 3rd and long following the sack from Mahomes and company. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Steps away to his left. Mahomes hit. He lost the football. And the defense will get their hands on it. Going the other way. And he's going to bring the fumble back for a touchdown. So hold the phone here, Charles. I'd kind of written them off, but after that touchdown, it's certainly a long way still to go, but stranger things have happened.
Well, when you're going to have big second-half comebacks, plays like that have to be involved.
The call is to go for one and kick the extra point. And he puts this one through. It makes our score 31-10. So not only the cough up, but then the pickup on the other side, the scoop, and the score the other way. The fumble return for a touchdown. So here's the kickoff now as he'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. Portland's offense now about set to take over. Play action. Now it's Mahomes. Here's Johnson with a reception. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Eluding the pressure right. He's got his man. That's Everett, the tight end. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. Another first down there as this one goes for 25.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Now back to throw.
A quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete. AFC Championship tilt, third quarter of play. This is 2nd and 10.
They'll look to throw again. Over the middle, it's complete.
And they'll work this down inside the 30.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw.
And that one off the mark, a little late with a throw.
And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe, and that will extend their lead even further.
So this drive maybe didn't end with the same kind of success they had in the first half, but they do add 3 to their lead.
And defensively, I think they went in there at halftime and made a pact with each other and said, look, we can't let these guys keep driving it right down our throats. Not perfect giving up 3, but a much better start than the way they played in the first half.
Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here.
Also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
That ground game contained again there, Charles, and that's really a big reason that they're trailing right now.
They give a lot of credit to that defensive front. That's exactly what they worked for all week, to try and take away the run game, make them one-dimensional. In the battle of game plans, theirs has been superior.
And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. From the gun on 3rd down. Middleton. A pass for Sutton is intercepted. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Well, CD, we have seen it many times throughout the course of the season. This defense coming up large and snagging a big takeaway. But here they get not just the takeaway, 6 points as well.
And you just knew that for this team to advance, it had to get a big performance from this unit. And to this point, they've delivered.
Now they'll line up to kick the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. And, Charles, for this offense, those interception woes they kind of had in the first half have now followed them into the second half. And for this defense, they take advantage, turn that into a pick six.
And that defense is in a spot now where they're thinking about ways to close this game out. And as confidently as they've been playing, I expect them to do exactly that.
A try here for the extra point. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick six. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. Taking it about the 1. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. Well, we're still in the third quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable. Now, a win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles. But I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Looking to throw. Middleton. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. So back-to-back plays, each get nothing. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. Back to throw. Middleton. And that one a little too high as it's knocked away and incomplete. And on now is the punter as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He'll take it at the 42. 7 yards on the return after a punt of 39. And this offense will take over right at the midfield stripe with a 1st and 10. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Here's a handoff out of the gun. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. From the gun, it's Mahomes. And he will find his man on the end route, complete. 1 quarter remains until we crown the AFC champion. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Back to throw here. And a quick throw here. That's complete. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've hit on half of them, 5 for 10. They're looking at 3rd in the nose of the football. He'll drop to throw. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
Well, they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. They're able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the 1. This is Young on the carry. And after the nice stiff arm, the next wave swarms in quickly for the stop. 3rd and goal as they look to pour some more salt in the wound. They'll look to throw here. Under pressure now, and he's going to go down just inside the 5-yard line. Nakobe Dean able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
This is a little hard for me to compute because I'm watching sack after sack happen, but somehow they're still behind in the game. I would expect all of this defensive pressure to translate to them taking a lead, and thus far, it hasn't happened. Time's winding down. They don't want to waste this type of performance from these ace pass rushers.
And his kick is right there. It's good, and that will extend their lead even further. Well, I don't know if they would have gone for it on 4th and goal anyway, but the sack on 3rd down pretty much made their mind up for them.
You're exactly right about that, and this is a tough place on the field to take a sack because, as you just noted, it took the decision-making away from them. Now they have to go for a field goal instead of potentially going for it.
London about set to take over on offense. And their dream of a Super Bowl berth so close 3 quarters ago, but obviously starting to slip away if it hasn't already. They need points here and in a hurry. Throwing on 1st down. Middleton. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that'll make it 2nd down. Looking to throw. Middleton. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
He's got a man. It's Sutton. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the first down. And that's what he just did.
On 1st down, Middleton complete on the quick throw to Moore. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line. Well, a touchdown here on this drive, it wouldn't really put much of a dent in the score, the deficit right now, but As you've mentioned in the past, CD, their coach is probably just hoping to see something executed correctly on this drive before we close out the ball game.
Yeah, and I think that every guy who's on the field has to feel exactly the same way, because if not, they might be looking for replacements. Treat every drive as if it's your last and make it a successful one in some small way.
On 1st and 10, Middleton finding more on the out route for the completion. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Back to throw. Middleton. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. Up the middle they go. Harrell. He'll get it to the 23-yard line. Play number 9 set to come here on the drive on 3rd and 2. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a 1st down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
Let's go now. 19 Tiger, 19 Tiger.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And it's caught. Touchdown. Sky Moore. A 20-yard touchdown. And the Black Knights get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit. Well, they've been part of the cream of the crop in the AFC all season. It's becoming more and more evident that they're going to get a shot to play for that Super Bowl title.
The momentum has been building, and you mentioned how well they've played throughout the season. It's all come together for them, and they're really laser-focused on being that team to represent in the Super Bowl.
They have been dominant in this one. Point after, right down the middle as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line. So bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards. Portland's offense now about set to take over. They are getting closer and closer to lifting that Lamar Hunt trophy. Not home just yet, but trying to polish things off here as they start 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. Up past the 25 to the 26, a gain of 5. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. A loss on that play, and now 3rd down gets tougher. 3rd and 6.
Well, they sent the power set out there, and their job is to be man-on-man and move people so they can run the football. But that time, too many men didn't get moved in the box defensively. They end up throwing him for a loss.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And this will not get close to the 1st down marker as he's brought down at the 26.
But this was just simply excellent defense. On this 3rd down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stuffed them for almost no gain.
Here's J.K. Scott now as he'll come on to kick this one away. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. That'll be a 44-yard boot, just a yard on the return as he's covered up quick. They have to like what they've gotten from him in this game.
Think about the accumulation of catches.
8.
The yards per catch now, because you're getting more than a first down every time he's touching the ball. This is the kind of game you want when you're able to throw it out wide.
Absolutely. Over 100 yards, has the 8 catches. It'll be a gain of 5, and that'll bring up second down. Operating from the gun, Middleton. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Well, what has been a fantastic game for this defense has been rough for this offense, and certainly a signal caller, Charles, that's thrown all these interceptions. Another one there, and this one taken all the way back for the score.
Partner hoping they're holding a nice little spot in the post-game highlights to show this rip of interceptions and great plays this group has made. They've been on it from snap one.
Now the try here for the point after. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
Really a great season. Not a whole lot to hang their head about.
Not at all. And, you know, the winning side, they're so ecstatic. They're going to the Super Bowl. But for the guys that we're talking about, they've got to figure out how it's going to go next year. Are they going to be motivated by this loss? Or will this loss linger and really make them, make it tough for them to come out of the gate strong next year? Only
Today, from Lucas Oil Stadium in Indianapolis,
just about time to rock as Toe gets ready to meet leather. And we are underway from Indianapolis. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. So the Colts now coming out for their opening drive. And their quarterback, well, everyone knows he's got height, standing at 6'6".
And he's had a great season so far throwing the football. Very likely could go over 4,000 yards with a good performance here. And even in an age of passing first, that is no small accomplishment.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette. And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. Second down coming up. They'll run it again with Fournette. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. That one, a first down pickup of 8. The Colts had 6 and 7, a game under 500 on the year, and they come in off the extended break from the bye.
And I think it was much needed as well because you play 2.5 months. You know you're ready for some time off in order to get prepared for the home stretch. In fact, when they looked at the schedule to start the season, I think they liked where their open week fell.
So a good run by Fournette. Now another 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Shields. And this will be caught by Mooney. And he goes out right around the 39. On second down, here's Fournette. And able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. They'll try and run for it with Fournette. And some good acceleration there as he's across midfield to the 48-yard line. A gain of 11 that time and a Colts first down.
They did tell us they wanted to establish the ground game early, didn't they?
They did, and a small sample size that we've seen so far, but pretty good return.
Yeah, you got to like that. They've strung together a couple of first downs, established what they wanted, the running game. And guess what? They also got their lead guy running it pretty well, too.
So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Back to throw. Shields. That's complete to Mooney. And they're going to get this down to about the 37. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Shields. And caught by Henry. Working with a 2nd and 4. They go back to the ground now with Fournette. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. They'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. Mark that as a gain of 16 to set him up 1st and goal. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door. 1st and goal. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Give him 3 on the gain there. 2nd and goal.
Here's where we need to see some tenacity from this defense because they've been pushed right down the field on this opening drive. They've got to find some way to push back, and that's a good first step.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And this is incomplete. The running back Leonard Fournette, his intended receiver. But now it's 3rd and goal.
Back to throw. Shields looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Matt Gay now gets ready for the field goal try. From the left hash, a chip shot here. And Gay knocks this one through. And the Colts hit the scoreboard first. It's 3-0. Well, they moved the ball well there on the opening series. Running game was in sync. They were knocking on the doorstep, but ultimately, Charles, they'll have to settle for the field goal.
But they certainly were moving it well, and give this defense a ton of credit. Finally dug their heels in and forced the field goal. That's what it is, game partner. When his offense look back at this drive and think to themselves, if we'd gotten 6, we'd be in a better spot.
So here are the Cowboys now ready to go on offense for the first time. And leading them out there, we get a look at their 6'3" quarterback.
And he ought to have a lot of pep in his step after last week's performance, because he did exactly as you want him to play if you're a coach. 3 touchdown passes, 0 interceptions, which usually means you're making a lot of right decisions out there.
And got him the win. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Ahead of the chains now, 2nd and 2. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. The Colts are going to get him. Down he goes. DeForest Buckner able to record his 5th sack of the season.
And this is what you've got to do against a quarterback like him. You've got to keep him in the pocket and not let him get to the perimeter, because once he gets outside, that's where he can really hurt you.
And for the Colts, an extra defensive back in there now on 3rd down. Back to throw.
And that's to Amon-Ra St. Brown.
And I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game. But it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go and make the tackle right away.
On 4th down, ready to punt, Michael Dixon. He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. So a change in possession here on the punt. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. As the Colts offense makes their way out, we take a look at the playoff picture in the AFC.
And they were winners the last time they took the field, which was 2 weeks ago. They had the open week last week, so this is a squad that should be really refreshed and ready to roll.
I would agree, because when you get that open week after a victory, it does wonders for everyone. Obviously, your body, get a chance to heal up, but your mind as well. You feel good about winning, so now you can get away from it for a few days, put down the playbook, turn off the film. Just be you. Enjoy that time away, and then you come back ready to go.
Well, this defense for the Cowboys, they played extremely well last week in the win over Atlanta.
And the big difference in the ball game, their ability to force turnovers, 3 of them, in fact. Being able to take the ball away, give it back to their offense, that's something that's emphasized each and every week, and they carried it out.
Can't get away, and he's taken down.
Osa Odighizuwa with the effort there to earn the sack.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long. Operating from the gun. Shields. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
Cook now on to punt as he gets this one away.
Shreds him with a stiff arm. It's a 39-yard punt, 8 on the return, and the Cowboys are going to take over in great position here with a 1st and 10. Second drive forthcoming here for the Dallas Cowboys. And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
Well, they got the lead, but it's certainly not a big one. And how do you keep control of that lead? Certainly not by that last play there. They gave up a big sack on the first play of this drive. Now it's double the distance to the first down marker.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go.
That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked off by Rocky Sin. And the Colts will take over possession here up at the 44. So a first interception thrown for him there, and that really not the best decision either.
Not at all, and that's something he did not do in their victory last week. No interceptions in that game, but this defense, they're able to take advantage of an early mistake. Now let's see if they're going to turn it into points.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go.
They'll start in excellent field position following the INT.
Now a pass here caught by Hunter Henry. Fournette on the counter.
And a pretty athletic run right there as he's going to get this down inside the 40. 42 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. And I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Again, it's Fournette. And he'll run straight into a wall of tacklers at the line of scrimmage. It's 2nd down. Defensively, though, they had a chance there to hit him for a loss. Couldn't get it done.
Looked like someone was able to knife into the backfield, but he wasn't able to get him down. But his compatriots, they were able to grab him at the line of scrimmage and not let him get any further downfield.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Off the play fake. Shields. And he's got the speedster Goodwin. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Marquise Goodwin with touchdown number 7 on the year. And they are able to add on to their advantage.
Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, 2nd year in the NFL. And I don't know if last year as a rookie, if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes because when he went to his primary read, he recognized that they were all over that, so he continued to survey the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the 2nd-year quarterback.
Extra point by Gay is up and good. And the lead grows to 10-0.
So an early 10-0 lead for them now as they kick it away. Here comes Harris out of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out. The Cowboys about set to take over on offense.
Not only are they in search of their first score, they're in search of their first down in this ball game as they come up 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and that's going to bring up 2nd down. They'll set up to throw. That's caught once again by Gallup. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. He's going to find Gallup here complete.
And they're going to get this up to midfield.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw.
That's caught by his big tight end, Mike Gesicki. And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field, because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed first down there. They've needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
10-0 the score after one on EA Sports. Second down and 7. He'll look to throw. Swinging this out for Pollard. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line.
And they'll use him out in the backfield, and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago. There's another one right there.
They'll go with Pollard here on first down. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Now a leaping catch. He's got it. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts' 15-yard line. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. Myles Garrett. Give him the credit for the sack and a loss of 14 yards. These sacks now, they're starting to pile up, Charles, and that front 7 defensively, they've had their way with this offensive line.
And I think at this stage, we have to start thinking about different play calls. We've got to start helping this quarterback out, because the entire game he's been under siege. I don't care what the down and distance. They've got to get the ball out of his hands a lot quicker.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. A big gain there after going backwards, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. The pressure from multiple guys there as they bury him for a big 9-yard loss. So that now 4 first-half sacks. This pass rush has been unrelenting.
And partner, you hear that sound of paper being ripped to shreds? That's the game plan that they've had so far, because they've got to say to themselves right now, we have to do something differently.
So on comes Cairo Santos now for the field goal try. This one from 35 yards away. Santos' kick is up and through, and they get themselves on the board here. It's 10-3. So that kick gives them their first points of the game, CD, and it comes on the 3rd drive, but hopefully for them that's a spark that gets that offense going.
Yeah, and I would say if you're the offensive play caller, as you look at your sheet, you're trying to find that part on there that unlocks bigger points. They've struggled with a few drives so far, finally got 3 out of it. How do you find the end zone? That's what he's searching for now.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And as the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner. Sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again, but we know it's not that simple, because we don't just make adjustments at halftime. If you're a good football team, you spend that time on the sideline, you study what's on the notes and the tablets, and you make those adjustments, prevent a repeat of the last drive. Series to series, the best teams, that's how they get it done.
And we'll find out here soon enough whether those adjustments are enough defensively. Goodwin able to haul it in. And he is going to have a Colts first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert here on 3rd and 3.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the first. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Shields.
To the left side and complete for Amari Cooper. Just a gain of a couple there. And it's second down. A shotgun give to Fournette. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
A pass underneath for Fournette. And he is going to have a Colts first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
I'm not sure that was necessarily a safety valve or a check down throw on third down. Sometimes just try and find the open guy and get him the ball. He did exactly that and found a way to pick up a first down.
Two first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Inside handoff now to Fournette. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. Second down. One back in the backfield. He'll get the carry. And he's got this down to the 35.
So that flag obviously takes away the good yardage that they had on the play.
And talk about a momentum shift because we can visibly see this celebration shifting from one side of the field to the other as soon as everyone saw the flag.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run.
Second and short, that's a rundown, so it's definitely a good time to go play action if you're feeling it. And they do so and pick up a first down.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
Fournette running out of the gun. And he'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 14-yard line. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Up the gut, Fournette. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Well, this drive, they're 2 for 2 on third down conversions, but they need 7 yards here. Looking for Cooper, that's complete. And he's going to come up well shy of the first here as the tackle's made right around the 12. 2 yards on the pickup there. And that's going to make it 4th down.
Partner, I think that completion takes the definition of dink and dunk to a different level, doesn't it?
It does, and the defense was right there, kind of played into their hands. Matt Gay now gets ready for the field goal try. From the right hash, and this one just a chippy. Gay's kick is good, and they will stretch their lead to 10 now at 13-3.
So that one on target, and it adds to this first half lead.
And maybe we're too early to worry too much about 1-score lead, 2-score lead, etc. But this is where you kind of start banking those points that come in helpful later on.
And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. The Dallas offense back out onto the field.
And it's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts. Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, he often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for second down, staying ahead of schedule.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And they're going to get this up to midfield.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field,
And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. Over the middle, hauled in by Lamb. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
Come on.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. He's got his man. It's Gallup. Touchdown. Michael Gallup. 35 yards. And the Cowboys have got it back to within a score. And on that one, able to catch it.
Phases of a successful catch and a completion of a play. Look the ball in, secure the catch, and then, of course, the run after the catch that ends up in the end zone.
Cairo Santos on to try the extra point. And he puts it through there within 3. It's 13-10. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And it culminates in a Dallas touchdown. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. Leonard Fournette making his way back out there. And he's well on his way to a 100-yard game. He's already more than halfway there. We're only in the 2nd quarter.
And what I've always loved about running backs is they'll tell you, I had no idea how many yards I had.
Right.
Those guys have an innate sense of where they are in a ball game and how many yards they've accumulated, because you know they're always working towards 100.
He's been working well towards 100 here. Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. To throw again, Shields. And he's got him. Got his man on the end round, complete. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. Man open, it's Goodwin. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half. Back to throw again. That's caught, and again it's Goodwin. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Throwing on 1st down. Shields. Buying time to it. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. So they will take the sack instead of the penalty.
And it takes another down off the series. But the biggest one of all, do you want to tell the guy who just got the sack that it no longer counts?
No.
No, not at all.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43.
Brandon, a good idea there on 3rd down. Run a little clear out and hope you can get your receiver the ball coming across the formation. Nice design, but well played defensively, and they stop him well short.
So look at this. Here's the field goal unit coming out. And he is going to need to bomb this one. They spot it on the midfield stripe. So it is a 60-yard attempt here. And this won't get there. Won't be on line either. It's no good. Off to the right. So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, time for a sprint to the finish, as it's time to get you caught up with what's happening around the NFL here in a pivotal Week 15. From there, we head down to sunny Miami to check on the Dolphins at home at Hard Rock Stadium. And it's the visiting Jets who have the lead in that one. Breece Hall, 2 touchdown runs on the afternoon. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. And you can see they trail the visiting Buffalo Bills in that ball game. Josh Allen has a touchdown pass. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a back-and-forth first half. Who can put it together in the second half? For the answer, we turn it back over to our broadcast team of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Okay, Coach, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. Fielded just outside the goal line. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. The Cowboy offense set to go to begin this third quarter. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now. When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. They run straight ahead here with Pollard. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. Gonna run again here with Pollard. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
Well, they've certainly been successful throwing it around in this game. That's allowed them to move the ball on offense. But I've got to tell you, to watch them run the football and successfully, I'm not taking sides. But to see the ball in a running back's hands, oh, that's football for me.
Back to throw now on 1st down. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. And that'll be caught. It's St. Brown. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. 23 yards on the play.
And a nice milestone reached on that last throw as here late in the season, he goes over 4,000 yards passing.
And he's really thrown the ball well all season long. Had some big games along the way. He's inspired his receiving corps to go out and make plays for him in each and every ball game.
They'll look to throw. This is fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. And the Colts pick it up. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And just as they thought they might be able to take that across and get the lead, a big red zone turnover.
I know that I am defense-centric, and I want to give them a whole lot of credit, but I just can't believe after that drive, in that position,
and now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. And the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of the football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble.
They'll look to throw again. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Michael Pierce, in all of his 340-pound glory, gets the sack.
This defense, they just continue to feast. 5 sacks now as a unit. It's been quite an afternoon getting to the quarterback.
And we're seeing it come from a variety of places as well. Sometimes just the guys up front and getting to him. Other times you add extra guys rushing the quarterback, twists and stunts. It's been a variety, and they've had no way of blocking them.
And that's hauled in by St. Brown over the middle. They are able to get 9 yards out of that, but now it's 4th down.
That pattern and scheme was well defensed on 3rd down. He tried to just sprint from one side of the field to the other, and they got it to him quickly. But no chance of yards after the catch there, and they stop him short.
So on comes Cairo Santos now for the field goal try. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. Santos' kick is up and through, and that's going to tie us at 13. So they come away from this opening drive in the 3rd quarter with only 3, but it does draw them even.
Yeah, and that has to be job 1, doesn't it? A touchdown definitely would have been nice. We know that. But here, you get back on even terms, and now you've got most of the second half to try and get yourself into a position to win.
And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line.
Here's the Colts now as they get ready for their first possession on offense of the second half.
And their 3-point halftime lead gone now, back to a tie game. But, Charles, I don't imagine that changes too much for this offense.
I would agree. I don't think it changes much at all, whether it's a 3-point lead or a tie game. They know they have their work cut out for them, and they were going to run their offense in the same vein.
Now left side on the swing pass. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a 1st down.
Well, I like the play design there. They occupied the defense downfield, everyone trying to account for someone. But unfortunately, they didn't account for the running back slipping out of the backfield. And he was absolutely unnoticed and wound up getting big yards on that play.
Fournette, a 1st down carry. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Back to throw. Shields.
And that almost their first INT of the ball game. Had his sights on it, but he couldn't seal the deal.
On 3rd down, Shields. Henry's got it out on the left side. And they'll bring him down right at midfield, and he is well short of the 1st down. So the completion good for just 3. And that's going to bring up a 4th down.
Excellent job there defensively. Gave up the underneath to the tight end on 3rd down, and they made sure that they did their job. Got him on the ground and prevented him picking up a 1st down.
Here's Logan Cook now. He'll boot it away. He'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. And now here come the Cowboys. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
So the completion good for 6 yards, and it'll be second down. Now a shotgun handoff to Pollard, and he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. They go play action here on first down. Launches deep. A jump ball, and this is caught. 33 yards that time.
We always talk about the guy who paid off the play, don't we? The guy who caught it or ran it. But how about the elements that go into making a big play? This one in particular, able to scan the field. Pocket held up nicely. What a terrific job by the offensive line. The route, well run, and the football, right on the money.
So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. It'll be a handoff to Pollard. And he's going to have a gain of 11 to the 11 before he's brought down. 1st and 10.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. They're going to look to throw. This will be caught just inside the 10. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and that will bring up second down. Now a first carry for their fullback. And he's stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on 3rd down. This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. They'll try and run this one right up the gut. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. A great effort there. His 7th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Cowboys have taken the lead. And they would not be denied on the ground, powering it in just 1 play after they got stopped short.
And how about how many tight ends are on the field? Because in today's NFL, we think of the tight end more as a pass catcher. But this group, they tell them you've got to be able to run block to stay on this team. And they committed to it and got it done right there.
Santos able to tack on the extra point, and they will take a 7-point lead. So this drive spans 7 plays, and it's culminated by a 2-yard touchdown run. The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. For the Colts now, they're ready to get the football back. They trail 20-13 our score as they have it 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Shields. He's got a man complete. It's Amari Cooper. They showed off a nice juke of the defender before the next wave could bring him down. Off play action. Shields. And that one's going to be off target and incomplete.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
An incomplete pass on 2nd down leads us to 3rd and inches. A handoff to Fournette. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first.
62 yards rushing for him in the ball game now on 14 carries.
We all love to have a home run hitter in the backfield. Guy can take it the distance. But a short yardage, trying to pick up first downs, that big guy, always a nice luxury to have, isn't he?
first down. Shields. And this complete to Henry over the middle.
And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
Now a play fake here on first down. And he's got his receiver, Cooper. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. 23 yards, the final tally.
Time to give some credit to the big fellas, the offensive line here, because you've got to have good protection on crossing routes, because you've got to give your receiver time to work all the way across the field. That time, be able to scan the field, spot his receiver moving left to right, and make a good, accurate throw. Thank you, guys.
On 1st and 10, Shields complete. Hunter Henry with a grab.
And he's going to be brought down at about the 16.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And this is a rocket pulled in by Cooper, complete.
And the Colts are going to be set up with a 1st and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line.
They'll try and run for it with Fournette. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. They'll give Fournette another crack. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Well, they've been so good on 3rd down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal? And he's got his target. It's caught for a Colts touchdown. Amari Cooper from 4 yards out.
And the Colts are an extra point away from tying this ball game here in the final moments of the 3rd quarter. Well, that's just how they drew it up, CD. His first read was there, got it to him quickly, and into the end zone.
Absolutely excellent execution by all involved. And the coordinator, got to give him credit, found the perfect play call. Quarterback let it fly as soon as the target came free. And his guy made a nice catch. Just how you draw it up in practice and then execute it in the game.
So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive. Fitting for what's been a tight ball game. We're all even at 20 now as the kick's away.
And we will not see a run back here from Harris.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
We got a brand new ball game, all even after that last touchdown. So every drive now becoming a little more critical here in the second half.
And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. We're off to the 4th quarter here in Week 15. Happy holidays to all. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
2nd and 4.
And this is going to be intercepted.
Picked off by Shaquille Leonard, the linebacker. And the Colts are going to take possession of the football. Well, we say it often, Charles, but not all interceptions are created equally, and that is a big one here in a tie ball game in the 4th quarter.
And, Brandon, when games are this close, it usually comes down to the team making the fewest mistakes, and that was one of our mantras back at Tennessee. Coach Mears used to say all the time, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. You've got to cut those down to give yourself an opportunity.
Throwing on 1st down. Shields.
Quick completion to Henry. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Shields. His throw caught at about the 5. Touchdown Colts.
Leonard Fournette.
An 18-yard touchdown grab.
And the Colts have broken our tie and have taken a 4th quarter lead. Well, forget about the weapons out wide. He knows he's got another weapon in the backfield of the passing game, Charles, and he utilized him perfectly on that play.
And the offense coordinator showed me something on that play, Brandon, because so often during a game, our cameras find them looking down at their play sheets, and you wonder if they're absorbing anything. He had something specific in mind, and he went to it, and it worked well.
Extra point by Gain is up and good, and they will take a 7-point lead.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. Taken in at the 3. And able to get this out to the 25. Here's the Dallas offense now heading back out onto the field. And now after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this fourth quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Back to throw. Out toward the sideline and completing it to Pollard. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. It's a gain of 12, and the Cowboys pick up the first.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
When you run in the slant, timing is everything. And against that man coverage, there was no space available, and incompletion as a result.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Looking to throw. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 47. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
That was well defended, and while it was a completion, it resulted in a loss of yardage. It's really, really hard for a running back to think to himself, I probably should have just dropped it and saved the yardage. It goes against the entire training that he's had his whole career.
The Cowboys on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 11. And that's going to be in. And it brings up 4th down. And here's Dixon to punt now as he gets this one away. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. Indy set to go on offense once more. Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead. They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette. And he'll get about 6 up to the 27-yard line. The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4. Looking to throw. Shields. That's complete to his speedy wideout Goodwin. Only able to gain a couple there. And 3rd and 1 now. Back to throw. Shields. And this is caught. Amari Cooper. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. 8th catch for him now. He's been a big factor. And it's a 1st down. On the draw, this is Fournette. They juked him. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 80 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. And carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
On 1st down, Shields locates Mooney on the out route. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. An ideal spot here to get a 1st down and try to run some more clock. And this is 2nd and less than a yard. Now a pass here caught by Hunter Henry. And the tackle going to be made at the 38. Usually see those guys out wide get called for holding on running plays. Here, a passing play.
Yeah, sometimes when you get this quick screen, bubble screen, anything where they're having to block for their fellow receiver, usually at the point of attack, and this time he got caught.
And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 36. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Here's a give to Fournette. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Second down, back to Fournette. And he's got this pretty close to a first down at the Cowboys' 27. 9th play coming up here on this drive. This is 3rd and a yard. Looking to throw. Shields. And he'll hit the slant route. That's caught by Cooper.
And he is going to have a Colts first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And we are keeping a close eye on his catches, a really close eye now because that's number 899 in his career. The next one will give him 900.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
Back to throw. Shields. And right side, Henry's got it. And that's good for a gain of 6, and it'll be 2nd down. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
To throw on 2nd down. Shields. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down. Looking to throw. Shields. And that is caught. Touchdown, Indianapolis. A 5-yard touchdown.
And the Colts are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead.
A nice throw there by the 2nd-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a 2nd and sometimes 3rd progression. That was a nice play.
Extra point by Gay is up and good. And the lead now up to 14.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. No return there for Harris, and the drive will begin at the 25. Dallas offense set for this next drive. The last series for him, a little disappointing, forced a punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive, 1st and 10.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Got his man there, complete to Gallup. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. A good start there on first down. They've got to have this drive.
No doubt about it. Down a couple of scores. They have to find a way to put it in the end zone. Chunk plays, explosive plays. That will be the key to this drive.
Got St. Brown running the quick slant here.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. They'll look to throw now on first down.
And that's caught. It's Brian Edwards.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. They'll set up to throw. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Fighting through pressure, escaping the pressure right. And he fends him off. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. He'll look to throw. A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete. Here comes the 7th play now of this drive as this is 3rd and 10. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he's going to be taken down at the 39, clearly short of the first by a few yards. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They come up on a 4th down situation with things not looking particularly rosy. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line.
One crisis averted, but they still need to move hastily.
The throw over the middle taken in. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line.
Incomplete.
Now the focus is really clear. They need to get that 1st down and either get out of bounds or maybe use one of those timeouts.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air.
And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8.
1st down now, but the clock continues to move. Back to throw here.
They'll drop this underneath to Pollard.
And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And this is caught for a touchdown. So hang on now. Things just got a little bit more interesting here in the final minute.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed, but if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively there, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That one ate up a little more time than they were hoping.
You're exactly right, and if you have that 1 to 5 play drive, you actually build up momentum and even more hope. When they had to slog their way downfield, they got the touchdown, but it's almost like, yeah, you know,
doesn't feel right.
Exactly.
Santos with the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. So a little under 50 seconds to go. Plenty of time if they can get this onside kick. And the Colts are going to recover the football. And that should be enough to get them home. The 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Now Leonard Fournette. And he'll go down at the 28. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. An ideal down and distance to try to finish this thing off. 2nd and inches. They'll run it again with Fournette. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. Now a second timeout called for by the defense as the clock will stop with 33 seconds remaining. And they will take a knee here. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. And they'll indeed take a knee.
Listen, anytime you take a knee to end a game, that means you've won it. So it doesn't matter whether it's home or on the road, but there's something a little extra special about doing it in front of your home crowd, isn't there?
And the home crowd applauding. They're happy with what they've seen. Chalk this one up in the left-hand column for a win.
Yeah, that's right. Head to the locker room, throw the wristbands in the crowd for the kids, your gloves, your towels. Get to share it with the home team.
Well, this was a very close ball game at halftime, Charles, but in the second half, that offense kind of kicked things into another gear, and they were able to pull away for the victory.
And, Brandon, I think they're the type of team that just looked in the mirror and said, hey, ton of pressure on, but we're the type of team that can flat out handle it. They stood up with confidence, and made it happen for a victory.
So for Indianapolis, they get back to 500 this week as the Tennessee Titans come to town. Meanwhile, for the Cowboys, the loss might knock them out of playoff contention as they drop to 6-8. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves next week at home against San Francisco. So that'll do it. For my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry, I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. The Colts are winners as we say so long from Indianapolis.